Hello, everyone. My name is Rita Perez. I am a travel advisor, and I specialize in working with corporate execs and small business owners who are wanting to plan retreats in innovative ways on board cruise ships. So welcome back to this video. This is my first ocean ship back since January and February of 2020. I'm so grateful to be here. This is the beautiful MSC Divina on MSC Cruises, and they have been doing a phenomenal job with their safety protocols as we get this cruise industry restarting back again. So that is probably one of my favorite things about being on board with MSC. So let me take you a little bit through the process of what it took to get here. So you of course have to be fully vaccinated. Now there were plenty of children, of course, that they're not vaccinated, and there's special guidelines for them. Unfortunately, I don't have kids. I'm not even traveling with anyone else. I'm a solo traveler here. So I'm not too familiar with the unvaccinated protocols. Pretty much I feel like all adults need to be vaccinated, and the kids are the one that can kind of skirt that because of the special CDC rule that the cruise lines have right now, where they offer like that little 5% of cruise sailors can be unvaccinated. That's what the cruise lines are allowing for your younger cruisers who are not able to get vaccinated at all right now. So requirement 1 is make sure that you are vaccinated, and you need to be fully vaccinated, which means you need, from the point of your last vaccine, you need 2 weeks before you can sail onto a cruise ship. The second thing that was needed was a negative COVID test. So, and I went ahead and I did that at my local CVS pharmacy, which it is a little bit stressful right now because at this point, it is October 13th, 2021 that this video is. So you needed to do your COVID testing 2 days prior to sailing, which is a very stressful, especially like trying to wait for your results. Thank goodness, like my results turned around in 24 hours and were negative because obviously I'm here. I did go ahead and I bought that at-home testing kit from Abbott, the Binax Now. And that is one where you can get tested, you test yourself, but somebody is like on a Zoom camera in front of you, just making sure that you're the person that's testing and confirming and certifying your test results. That is also allowable to do. So I bought those test kits just as a backup in case my results weren't going to get to me on time. There was a form that we had to fill out, kind of like all the standard questions that you probably have gotten in your doctor's offices or any office visits that you've had. Like, have you been in contact with someone who's had COVID? Have you like felt any fever or shortness of breath and all that? So that's the standard. Now, if you've cruised before, there was a standard health safety questionnaire anyways because of norovirus. Norovirus is something that happens on land, but it is something that happens, they call it like the cruise ship virus, but it doesn't just happen on cruise ships, and that's like stomach, gas, gastrointestinal yuckiness. So you have to fill out that form anyways. For that, they've just added additional questions because of COVID, obviously. I do remember at the bottom of this new form, it had like that line for norovirus, and I was like, ah, so cute. So upon boarding, you have to show all the things. So you have to show your negative test, you have to show your vaccine card, and you have to turn in this questionnaire. Masks are required as you're moving along the ship. Outdoors, not so much because obviously free air. Now, what I will say I was so super impressed with. So I'm a very holistic person, like holistic remedies type person. And I had a family member visit me prior to my sailing. And because I wanted to make sure that I was going to be like safe and everything, I started diffusing oregano oil. And now take this like with a grain of salt. I know because of my education and research that I've done that oregano oil has a lot of antiviral properties. Now, I'm not a medical doctor, I'm not a medical professional. Again, like take this with a grain of salt. You can go ahead and ask your doctor, see if this is something that they recommend doing. This is something that I personally do, but this is not professional advice. This is just my story, my take on it. And when I got on board the ship, I was like, something smells familiar to me. And it smelled like I was diffusing oregano oil back at home. And I was like, it must be like coming from the vents or something. So for me, that made me feel like, oh yeah, because they are doing things to make sure if there's any virus or whatever germs are floating in the air, they can be killed through this oregano oil or whatever disinfectant that it is that they are using. So I had suspected this because in the hallways, especially in the cabin hallways, you smell it. I would say it's strong, but not like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be sick from it. I yesterday walked out of my cabin and I actually saw the guy spraying and I was like, oh my God. And there was like, after he finished spraying, it was like a strong smell in the hallway. But it had that extra layer of like confidence from someone like me who knows and appreciates these types of things, that they are doing a lot of protocols to make sure that we're safe on board. So yes, you have to wear your mask, except obviously like when you're eating or you're outside. They're doing the different spray downs. They're doing the extra cleanings. They're taking our temperature every morning. Now, I will say the past couple of mornings, I've been eating breakfast from my balcony because why not? So I haven't gotten my temperature taken, but today when I went up to the buffet area, I did get my temperature taken. So I do appreciate small little things like that they're doing to keep us safe. Now, in a next video, I'm going to talk about some like rude people that have been on board, and I'm very surprised with the amount of rude people on board. But for the most part, everybody is just doing what you got to do, because these are the things that we can do to be safe in order for us to start sailing and keep sailing right now. So I am all for everything. Do I like wearing the mask? No, but I'm gonna do it to make sure that I can keep sailing on board here, because I was up on deck today. We're in Nassau, Bahamas, and it was just so incredible, the feeling that I got seeing there's 3 other cruise ships with us. So to be able to see like some sort of normalcy coming back to life is just incredibly heartwarming. And heck, if this view isn't worth it, I don't know what is. So I will keep doing the things that I need to do to maintain my personal safety and maintain the safety of the ship as well. So I think that is it. At least those are the things that I can remember from the onboard safety protocols, as well as the preparation to start sailing back again as it pertains to MSC Cruises. Hi, I am popping in and interrupting somewhere in this video because I remembered something that you should know about on board, what's going on with the safety protocols. And that is, there are a lot of areas that are for vaccinated passengers only. So regardless of if you're for that or if you're not for that, I thought you should be aware that yes, and usually it's pretty much because they're adults only areas, and really adults are the only ones that can be vaccinated, but they go ahead and they specify that. Additionally, in the theater every night, they are making, so the theater here has 2 levels. So on the lower level, that's for vaccinated passengers only. And for the higher level, that's for vaccinated and unvaccinated passengers. Now, this, because I consider vaccinated passengers are adults and unvaccinated are kids. So I kind of like that a little bit. Now, I am an amazing aunt, I think, but I am not a parent. So maybe if I was a parent, I would feel a little bit differently. But I kind of appreciate that all the kids are going to be upstairs and all the adults are going to be downstairs. I don't know. I feel like sometimes the kids can be not interested, or they're playing around with different things that can be distracting, especially during a performance. So I wanted to pop in with that there is different signage where only vaccinated can be on board the or in certain areas around the ship, and specifically what they're doing in the theater. So back to whatever I was talking about. So what do you think of these protocols? Make sure to comment below. Let me know if you have any questions. I can maybe address any rumors because I have cruised. I've been cruising. So yeah, I'd be happy to answer anything for you and how you can start cruising safely again on the open oceans. You guys have a great day. I will see you on the next video. Bye.